This video is more so for my magical babies, or those who like to set intentions on certain things. All right. I just want to show you some other ways you can incorporate it versus your traditional way. Of course, everybody knows about lighting a candle and setting your intentions. But what are some other things? Like, has anybody just stopped to think about it? What are some other things that I could possibly do throughout the day to continuously work my magic? Aside from, just lighting a candle. And for those of you who know me, or those of you who may not be familiar with me, I am one of the admin here in Guiding Spirits, also a part of Guiding Spirits Network, along with our founding admin. I'm not going to keep y'all long today, I promise I'm not. Like I said, I just want us to have a little quick discussion. You know what I'm saying? Just hit a couple of things here and there. Once again, we're talking about how, incorporating our magics or our craft into our everyday lives or daily routines, if you will. One time, shall we? We're going to jump right on in. All right? Now, in terms of incorporating magics into our everyday lives and our daily routines, all right? Like I said, the overall premise of this is, to get you guys better acquainted and truly realize, like, there are other things aside from just you, again, lighting a candle and setting an intention, okay? Whatever it may be. All right, but when it comes to incorporating, our magic or just utilizing our magics, we should want to think beyond that, move outside of that. Okay, it's so many different simple and elaborate things and less elaborate things that you can do on a day-to-day basis that will literally back up that intention. You know what I'm saying? And 9 times out of 10, if you burn a candle after the fact, that's just gonna be what it is. Like, all of that is leading up to that. Because everybody wants to go straight to let me go ahead and get my candle, see which candle I'm going to light, and see how I'm going to manifest this. That's a given at this point. Okay? Let's see. Where can we start here? Okay? Morning prayers or affirmations, if you will. All right? Let's get into the habit if you're not already doing it, and I know some of us already do this, okay? But let's try to see if I guess it's going to be a little challenge, if you will, just to see who's actually going to do it and who's not going to do it. But when your feet hit the floor in the morning, or before your feet hit the floor in the morning, even while you're laying in bed, you know what I'm saying? When you take in just those first 5, 10, 15 minutes after waking up every day, and you're not doing anything, not really thinking about anything, take that time to go into your meditation, go into your meditative space right then. You know what I'm saying? Take that time to recite those morning prayers or those morning affirmations. You know what I mean? Or just give gratitude, give thanks. You know what I'm saying? That in itself you can look at as a ritual. Because people, when they hear the word ritual, they always think it's got to be this long, drawn-out process. I got to have 50 million candles. I got to call this deity. No. Okay? It's not the case. And for those who do that, hey, I'm not knocking you. I'm not knocking you. But again, this is more so for my people who are kind of just coming on board with this thing, okay? Or, just getting into your craft or your practices. All right? Morning prayers or affirmations go a very long way, okay? Depending on what it is you're stating or affirming that day, it's really gonna it's gonna help your day take shape as you go. You know what I'm saying? Who would have thought something that's so simple as just waking up, giving gratitude, giving thanks, and just affirming that you're gonna have a good day, and you end up actually having a good day. Simple. Okay? See how simple it was? And it didn't require me to do a full-blown spell. Okay? Next thing, morning ritual. Your morning ritual. Most of you, well, I ain't gonna say most of us, but some of us always have that one or two things that we just absolutely have to do, like, every single morning. Have you ever thought about approaching it from a magical standpoint? If you're a coffee drinker in the morning, I'm normally drinking coffee. I get up in the morning and pour my cup of coffee. Hey, I never thought about the fact that I could actually set my intentions while drinking this cup of coffee. It could be so simple as stirring, if I'm wanting to draw something in, stirring my coffee in a clockwise motion. But if I were wanting to remove something, I could stir my coffee in a counterclockwise motion. Okay? So yeah, you know what I'm saying? It just all depends on you. If your morning routine is to listen to a certain song before you leave out the door every single day, that's your morning ritual. That is yours. That's something that you're used to doing. Something that you're used to doing. For all of my babies who are into your glamour magics, okay? Or you're into your beauty spells, if you will, or your beauty rituals. When you're standing in the mirror doing your makeup, when you're standing in the mirror brushing your hair, set an intention for the day while you're brushing your hair. Set an intention for the day while you're brushing your teeth. Affirm something. Because I guarantee you, by the time you get home and you get ready to unwind and take your little spiritual bath or your cleansing bath or whatever, and you getting ready to pick up your fancy candles and get into your candle work, it's going to go over that much more smoother because you've already done so many things beforehand to already get that intention out there vibrating into the universe. Okay? Now, we could even take it a step further. Okay? Most of you, well, I ain't going to say most, but some of us, when we hear the term spiritual baths, what do we think about? Okay? The first thing we think about is like a cleansing. You got the big old tub filled up with the water and all the pretty flowers and all that good stuff. But what if I didn't have time to do that and I just needed to absolutely get something done, like just ASAP? If I'm knowing my intention for that day is to make some money, I don't have the time to do a spell, and I gotta make sure I'm out of the shower and dressed and in the car and on the road at a certain time because I cannot be late for my job. But I gotta make sure I'm gonna make some money. I'm gonna make sure I get some tips at work tonight. What could I do? I ain't got time to do a spiritual bath to back that intention up. What could I possibly do? I know. I'm in the shower, right? Grab my shower gel. Let me grab my little shower gel real quick. Pop the cap off of there. Hey, I got some money oil that I picked up from the Botanica. Why don't I go ahead and add a couple of drops of that in there? Boom. Alright, so picture it. This is going to be the body wash that I'm wearing all week. I've already set my intention. Okay? So therefore, when I hop in that shower, and I get ready to scrub a dub, I'm going to rub in an upward motion and I'm going to draw all of that good prosperity and all that money energy to me. Because I done already put that money oil over in my soap. You feel what I'm saying? And 9 times out of 10, when I step out of the shower, I'm not going to wipe myself off. But I'm not going to just get my towel and start wiping myself off. Because guess what? That's going to wipe away the magic. That's going to wipe away that good money mojo, right? So what else could I do? I know. Air dry. Okay? And then, when I step out the door and get dressed for the day, I'm constantly working my money magic throughout the day as I get to my job, as I'm dealing with different customers, interacting with different customers. I'm still setting that intention for the day because I've done something magically, okay? I literally took something simple and turned it into something magical. I used something that I already had and set my intentions into it. Same way with your cleaning products. Okay? Same way with your cleaning products. Same way with just cleaning, period. Okay? You'll be surprised at how much positive energy and how much high vibrations that you can like let into your space and into your life by just something as simple as just keeping your area clean. You know what I'm saying? Or keeping your house clean, or keeping your sacred space clean or organized or decluttered. Throwing away old things that you no longer use. Don't be letting the dishes sit in the sink. Go and wash them dishes up. Clean that sink out. Wipe those countertops off. Dust. By you keeping that house clean, you know what you're doing. By you keeping the hearth or the home clean, what you're actually doing is giving that signal to the universe. All right, I got my space clean now. I'm ready to welcome in more of that good positive energy. I'm ready to welcome in more of that good positive juju. Okay, I'm ready to welcome in more of those helpful spirits, those positive spirits. Let's take it a step further. Wouldn't be me if I didn't. Say for instance, I've been doing a lot of protection work. Been doing a lot of protection work for the past couple of weeks. I know retrograde is coming up. I've been doing so much protection work, so I don't have to worry about nothing negative happening when this retrograde comes in. I can be able to ride it out smooth sailing. I'll be able to rest and not stress, not overthink anything. Okay, my electronics will be fine. My vehicle will be fine. All right. So what could I do to make sure? Or either to make sure, to be sure that I have successfully set that intention. I know. What about our crystals? We have various crystals that contain protective properties. Okay? Set them next to your electronics. Set them next to your appliances. Okay? Things of that nature. The prime example. A Himalayan salt lamp. Salt in itself is a cleanser. It's a purifier. Okay? I got some protection oil. What could I do with that protection oil? Maybe I can, take it and anoint different places in my car. Or maybe just anoint the hood of my vehicle. Or anoint the trunk of my vehicle. Or draw a protective sigil on my window. Or on my door. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not even into if you're not big on, using oils or things of that nature, it could be as simple as writing it out on a piece of paper. Okay? Write it out on a piece of paper. Fold it up and carry it with you. I'll tell y'all another good way. Jewelry. If you wear a lot of jewelry. Don't matter what type of jewelry it is. It can be just a regular everyday necklace. Simply by taking, you know what I'm saying? I could just, by holding it in my hand before I put it on and closing my eyes for a few minutes, I can set that intention of, by me wearing this necklace, I'm going to be protected from all ill will, evil eye, ill intentions. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Just the act of doing that. It's a magical thing all within itself. Wanted to take it a step further, I would get some, maybe some protection oil or some evil eye oil or some reversing oil. And being that this is a silver necklace, or, it has that reflective surface, I could anoint it or either draw a reversing sigil on it. Working my magic in very simple ways, but very effective ways. And I got another good one for you too, real quick. I got another good one for y'all. Alright? So, let's say you getting tired of that nosy neighbor coming to knock on your door every 5 minutes, right? Or every 10 minutes. Or you getting tired of that gossiping or that troublesome person constantly banging on your door or constantly coming to your house. So you wake up today and say, you know what? I don't think I need that person's company today. I don't want to be bothered with that today. I don't want that person's negative energy in my space or in my home today. Most of us own a broom, right? You want to flip that broom upside down, place it right at the entrance. Place it right at the entrance, standing straight up. Okay? Like so. Standing straight up, okay? And I guarantee you, that very person that you didn't want to be bothered with will not bother you. Okay? So if you're just not in the mood for company in general, grab that broom, stand it up. And, you know, you don't want to, you don't care for that energy, and it's your intent, hey, for all I care, when you leave, you never come back. You ain't got to tell them. Wait till they leave. Okay? And as they leave, sweep out your front door behind them. Sweep behind them. Okay? And I guarantee you, that person will not set foot on your doorstep again. Very simple. Okay? In terms of retrogrades, remember, like I said, I really want us to think about it. If we're doing these, simple everyday things, 9 times out of 10 when the retrograde approaches, whenever it is, most of the time, it'll just pass you on. It'll pass you right on by. Like, you won't even. It'd be done went so fast. You'd be like, wow. Well, I know that protection work I've been doing. It really has came in handy. I'm telling you, you'll know if you're doing it right because you're gonna notice it. You will notice it. So in terms of our magical crafting, okay, when it comes to setting an intention, most of the time y'all be wanting to do all this candle work and you haven't even written anything down. Okay? Start writing it down. Get you a book of shadows. Create you one. Okay? Tailor it to your personal taste. Make it yours. It is your baby. It will be your knowledge base. It will be your book filled with your magic for you to pass on to the next generation and the next generation and the next generation to come. Okay? And think about it. If you're doing something and it works, or if you've done something and it worked, but you don't remember what you did, how are you going to go back and do it again? You don't want to keep just going, winging it as you go. You feel what I'm saying? Write it down. I don't care what it is. I don't care how simple it is. Okay? I don't care if you did a ritual using only 2 items. Write it down. Spelling is a spell all within itself. Okay? Writing it out. That's another guaranteed way to make sure that your work manifests. Okay? It's another guaranteed way. Jot it down. All right. For my practitioners who are a little bit more advanced, okay, have you ever thought about just casting directly into your book of shadows? Like literally as it sounds, cast directly into your book of shadows, okay? Ever thought about that? Ever thought about it? Has anybody ever considered that? Write a love letter to myself and maybe put it in an envelope and seal it to this. Seal it directly into my book of shadows. Okay? Boom. I'm just saying. It makes a difference. It makes a difference, you guys. It makes a difference. Another fun thing here, if I'm able to locate it. Here we go. Another fun thing here. Pendulum board. Pendulum board. Okay? It's a pendulum board. Who would have ever thought? You going out spend thousands of dollars on those spirit boards. Craft you one. Again, this portion right here is for my advanced practitioners. Craft you one. Cast it into your book of shadows. Boom. It's going to do exactly what you need it to do. Okay? y'all will be surprised. You can do some of the most simplest things, you know what I'm saying, without having to go through a full-blown production, if you will. Alright? And here's one last gem, okay, for my advanced practitioners here. With your wand. Alright? With your wand, okay? With your wand. Alright? Some really good protective magic, if you will. Some really good protective magic. And you can do this indoors or outdoors, if you will. Okay? Say for instance, we had a tropical depression. Okay? Where we live, we have a tropical depression going on, okay? And they're telling us within the next hour or within the next 30 minutes to the next hour, oh, we could possibly be having a hurricane. Or this thing is gonna, cause isolated tornadoes. This thing's gonna have tornadoes touch down here, and there, or in the area where you live, or surrounding areas, or all the above. Okay, and let's just say, hey, damn, I don't have no candles. I ain't got no herbs. I ain't got no oils. I don't know what I could do. The only thing I have access to right now is my wand. Me being me. You know what I'm going to do? First thing I'm going to do, okay, is locate the east, okay? I'm going to start in the east direction, all right? And then I'm going to go outside with my wand. I'm going to point it directly at the east, and I'm going to close my eyes, and I'm going to visualize a barrier or a circle of protection. And I'm going to draw that circle around the entire outer perimeter of my home. I'm going to extend it. I'm going to visualize that energy coming out of the tip of the wand and it extending all through my neighborhood or all through my city in that direction. I'm going to move from east to our next direction, to the next direction, to the next, all the way back around till I've made it back around to the east, okay? I'm going to start and close at the east. And I'm going to cast that protective circle around my property. Okay? And guess what? It didn't take a whole lot, did it? But who would have thought something that simple? And just so happens, after the hurricanes and the tornadoes and everything is over, you'll notice everything might be damaged around your property, but your property is untouched. Coincidence, you say? I don't know. I don't know. Could be not. And who's to say that the reason that this does not work so well for me is because I've done it so many times. I've stayed consistent and I've kept my faith. I've never changed that intention. I've never changed that visualization. Just saying. I'm using what I had access to protect myself, to protect my home, to protect my family, to protect my property, to protect my possessions, to protect my city, to protect my neighborhood, to protect the street that I live on. Okay? Just saying. When you know, you know. And the best part about it is, I'm not calling on anything or anybody. Nothing outside of the elements. Okay? That universal energy. But very effective, very simple protective magic. Okay? And in all reality, and in all honesty, this is definitely something that I have done for myself, plenty of times. Okay, and to my knowledge, there, if I'm not mistaken, a while back there was another older practitioner. She actually did the same thing, but the dynamics was a little bit different. Nonetheless, she casted her circle of protection with a wand, but it wasn't no type of severe weather or anything like that. It was actual forest fire, and it was extending down to her home. But again, she took her wand and went outside, started in the east, cast that circle of protection around her property. That fire came nowhere near her home. You could literally walk on the lady's property and see the line where it stopped at. And again, this could have very well worked for various reasons. Okay? Number one, she used that wand. And 9 times out of 10, she's probably used it in more than one ritual, or used it to cast more than one circle. So that energy is already there. It's already stored within inside of that tool. Okay? And number two, that's a ritual that she has already done for herself. She's already built that energy. She already has her faith, and she already has that intention set. So really, she's just utilizing her own. She's utilizing what is within her. She's utilizing her knowledge, along with the assistance of the elements, to protect her property. And you see, yet again, it didn't require a candle. Okay, it didn't require a pact or a blood contract or anything along those lines. You know, so like I said, you guys, to each is their own. In terms of keeping the circle or your portal, keeping it open if it's for protection, okay? That should be literally the only time that you need to leave your circle open, all right? That should be the only time when you are casting a protective circle, when you are casting a circle, if it is solely for protection purposes, that is the only time it is okay to leave your circle open. You never cast say for instance, you doing a banishing work, or you're doing a binding work, and you've casted a circle. Okay, once you're done with that work, you just gonna get up and walk out the circle and just leave the circle open. We don't do that. And the reason why we don't do that is because when you do that, you leave that portal open to the spiritual realm, okay? And it's basically like a door. Anything or anybody can come in and come out as they please, whether it be good or not so good. So, and you don't want to run that risk, okay? So it's best to stay on the positive side of things, all right? If you are casting your circles, okay, only time it is perfectly safe and okay to leave that circle open is if it is solely for protection. That is it. Okay? Another friendly reminder, when you're casting your circles of protection as well, okay? When we're bringing things in, we cast clockwise. When we're removing things, or working on the darker side of things, or the left-handed side of things, we cast and close our circle counterclockwise. All right. But if you're just doing general, trying to bring something in, or trying to attract something, whatever the case may be, anything that is right-handed or on the positive or lighter side of things, cast your circle clockwise, okay? And you would close your circle counterclockwise, all right? And always, always, always start in the east, okay? There you go, sis. She says stay on the sunny side of magic. That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely. I feel like I done talked y'all head off, but at least I did have my little notes and things together. I definitely appreciate those of you who came in and joined me in my little chit chat, my little discussion here on today. And again, like I said, you guys, don't be afraid to start incorporating different things, in terms of your magics, incorporating it into everyday aspects of your lives, okay? If you're staying consistent with something, I promise you, you will begin to wield the results. All right, my loves. Once again, it has been a pleasure holding conversations with you beautiful souls. We definitely appreciate you all once again. Don't forget, you guys, check out Guiding Spirits Network on YouTube, okay? Check us out. We got Crime Tarot, we got Zodiac readings. We got Misha got spell cord cutting video up there, okay? We got spell videos available, all right? These little discussion videos, things of this nature. We got a lot of great content, all right? We got content from our sis Tamikia, all right? Everyday self-care tips, okay? And I want to say sis literally just dropped a reading. If it wasn't yesterday, it might have been the day before yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. Either way it go, the video just premiered in terms of her doing, she did the reading on PNB Rock. Alright, so y'all check it out. Y'all check it out. Sis do pretty good with staying in the loop, you know what I'm saying? With like, you know, just what's going on. So you're getting great content from all of us here at Guiding Spirits. And for those of you who have been rocking it out with us, continuously being supportive, we definitely appreciate you. And we're glad that we could be on this journey with you. All right, it's a journey for all of us. So we're going to continue to grow and evolve together. All right, and again, I'm going to say it 1,000,001 more times, just so you understand. We truly thank you all for being a part of Guiding Spirits. You can contact me at the Soulful Alchemist, LLC.com, or look me up on Facebook or Instagram, either or. Get at me. I'm another one of the professional tarot readers in the group. I also sell handmade enchanted magical oils, okay, intentional oils, all right, for different purposes, okay. So you can purchase those from me as well. I also offer personal readings as well, and I also do monthly group rituals as well. So I'm not doing any type of custom, no type of custom spell works or root works at this time. Okay. Also, you can hit up our sis Misha over at Trendy Vibes LLC. Okay. But most of our information is posted here in the group. And most of y'all who are already following us on the Guiding Spirits Network page, we have a great bit of content and information posted there as well. All right. Once again, we thank you all for joining. And until we meet again, beautiful souls, this is the Soulful Alchemist.